Do you struggle to trust your system? In this week's episode of Working with Todoist, I'm going to show you a few simple tricks that you can use that will help you to build trust into your system. Hello and welcome to another episode of Working with Todoist. My name is Pullein, and in this week's episode I'm going to show you a couple of simple tricks that you can use that will help you to make sure that what you see every day is exactly what you need to see and not anything else. Now, the reason I'm doing this is simply because I know many of you are really struggling with trust in your system, and there's many reasons for that. But the main reason is you're not trusting that what you need to see is coming up every single day, and you're worrying about forgetting about projects or tasks or things that you have to do that you may have added. And so instead what you do is you add lots and lots of dates, and then you're rescheduling everything anyway every day. I've got a couple of tricks that you can use that will help you to overcome that. And please forgive the sound quality on this one. I'm not actually in my regular studio this week. I'm away on a trip, but I do have to put this video together for you because it's so important that you start building trust in your system. So let's get into Todoist. But before we do that, if you do learn anything of value in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would consider it to be a great honour if you would subscribe. Okay, let's go straight into Todoist now, and I'll show you a couple of tricks that you can use to help you to build trust in your system. Okay, so here we have a sample project that I've created in my demo account. And this is for the 2019 summer holiday. So what we've got is we've got a number of tasks already in here. Talk to Nicola about where she would like to go on holiday this year. Review places to visit list in Evernote, which is an Evernote direct link. This is something that I usually collect over the year and just add to places that I'd like to visit. Book holidays off with HR department. Book flights, review hotels, book hotel, check passport expiry date. Something we should all do. Now, the problem here is as it's April, maybe we are already thinking about where we want to go for our summer holiday, but let's just say that it's not something that's really high priority right now. So it's just left in our projects list. Now, of course, if you're doing a weekly review every week, you're going to see this, but I know many of you are not doing a complete weekly review every week. So how are you going to know when to get this project started? Now, there's a couple of things that you can do. Now, the way that I usually do it is I use my tickler files. And let's have a look in my tickler file here. So we've got a couple of things that I've put into my tickler file, which is just little reminders to tell me that I need to pay attention to something, not necessarily make a decision on it, but at least I need to be aware that a decision is pending on this, and that's why I use my tickler file. So I've got one here which to decide whether to get tickets for ABGT 350. I've got to decide whether or not to attend the British Chamber of Commerce breakfast meeting in July. Another one which is just a sample here, which is review project X. Is there anything I need to get started with now? Now that could be a project that isn't due to start for a few months, but I do need to be checking it every so often to make sure that I'm up to date with everything that's needed. And of course you can things like book dental appointment for checkup and scaling. Now with these, what I do is these are just reminders. They're not tasks in themselves, so they come up and I always put a highlighted task. And just create that, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is you just put double exclamation mark before and after the word you want to highlight. You can also use the asterisks if you wish. So what I do is I put a tickler there so it stands out in my list. I also flag it red as a priority 1 because I want it at the top of my daily list, and it's obviously dated. And these will just come up as and when I need them. Now you can throw anything in there that you want to be reminded of on a specific day at any time you like. But let's go back to the project. So there's one here. I could actually, in here for example, what I could do is I could create my tickler for the holiday, and it would be tickler. So I always put my tickler and then review this year's holiday plans. Now, what you can do, and I do like to do this sometimes because that's a nice task. We're talking about a holiday here. Oops, I don't want to start my dictation. Let's get rid of that. What I want to do is I'm going to make that a little bit more interesting, and I'm going to add in, let's say we'll add in the airplane in there. So that's that done, and that's going to come up on the 1st of, let's say, 1st of May, which is only a couple of weeks away. So I've added that. I'm going to add a priority red flag. I'm going to add the task, and there it is. Now, one of the things I always do in my weekly review, by the way, is this is a tickler. This is actually the project view. So what I can do now is hit S. And what it's going to do when you hit S, it's going to show them in date order. You can also do it with P, which would be priority order, but that's pointless in my tickler file because they're all priority 1. So that's one way of doing it. So I've got all my things are coming up in the day. So review this year's holiday plans. I've got my little Pullein in there. But the other way to do it is to move into here. And let's talk to Nicola about where she would like to go on holiday this year. Now, what I could do is, sure, I could actually add that as the next task, and that may or may not be how you want to do it. But what I like to do is I like to add in a task like this. And I just put reminder. So it tells me that this is just a reminder. Oops, what I should be doing is adding the exclamation. So I'll put the exclamation marks in there. So this is coming up as a reminder, and review this year's holiday plans. Now again, this is going to be given a date, of course, because what we want is, so I'm going to put 1st of May, which is the next one, and I'm going to P1 it. So there we go. Now it's got a date, so what I can do, again, remember, I'm in the project view here, so I can hit the S and it's going to come up at the top. That's all I need now, so that when it comes round on the 1st of May, I'm going to see that and I'm going to know immediately that's what I have to do, is review this year's holiday plans. And you can do this with all your projects. Now I think I may have prepared something in my Project X, have I? I've got nothing in here, Project X. Let's sort of say Project X, I've got something in here. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a task here. And again, I'm just going to put reminder. So this is going to come up as a reminder on the specific day that I want it to become, so that I don't forget to do this task. And that's the key here, is you want to make sure that it's not something you're going to reminder. So review Project X, and I'm going to call that again P1 for all these. And a reminder means that I can actually include, it's going to come up in my to-do list, and I can just check it off and decide, or reschedule it if I need to reschedule it. Project X, or I can then, let's say I'm going to do that on the 15th of May and hit return. That's going to come up like this. And what I'll do is I always drag these to the top. You don't have to, because it's going to come up on the day. But within this project, as you can see, there is no dates. So that's going to come up nicely on that day, review Project X, and I can then make a decision as to whether I'm going to do anything about it. And if I decide not to, then I can let it go. So there you go. There's a couple of ways that you can actually use to make sure that you're not forgetting anything you want. You can use the reminder, as I do here. You can also create a label called reminders if you wish. But that's just going to show you a list of tasks that with all random dates. What I'm looking for is something that's going to come up on the day I want it to remind me. I don't want to be seeing this every single day, going into my reminders label list, because I'm just going to become numb to that. All I want is something to come up on a daily basis and tell me, you need to do this, you need to remember about doing this, you need to make a decision about this. That's why I'm not using it as a label. Tickler files, though, is my baby. I love my tickler file. I used to use the manual version, the folders. Now it's all digital. But it does come up, and it really does help me to stay on top of everything that I want to do. And it really helps me to really trust my system. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching this episode. It just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you for watching this video. Now, if you want to take your productivity to a higher level, then get yourself enrolled in my 2019 edition of Your Digital Life 2.0 online. It is a complete, comprehensive productivity and time management course, and it's a course that will take you to levels of productivity you have only ever dreamt of before. It shows you how to build your very own C.O.D system, collect, organize and do. It shows you how to create the folder structure, how to build into your goals, into your daily to-do list. It has everything. And not only that, you will get a free copy of Your Digital Life 2.0, the book. You also get a free workbook, and you get access to all the slides that are used in the course. It is incredible value. I want to see you in that course. If you are serious about becoming productivity, then please join me in Your Digital Life 2.0, the 2019 edition. Thank you very much for watching this video.